What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the BRL Week 6 matchup. This is a matchup that for sure in prep I was like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm going to beat this team. I just don't know how, dude. He's got like some things that he didn't bring that I thought could possibly come was Mantine, Komala, Dust Noir, Cutie Fly for webs, and Tangrowth. I thought literally any amount of all 11 Pokemon that he has could definitely have come. And I felt like Tangrowth was going to be really hard for us to break if he did bring it. And as you can see, he did not bring it. I was like, nice. I think that was going to be the hardest thing. That and Dragology, because I don't have switches to Dragology at all. We have an interesting team this week, so let's just jump right into it, to be honest. Crocodile. I have a very interesting Crocodile, right? As long as he doesn't Will-O-Wisp me, I can do this. As long as if I'm faster, like say, I think I sped crept this thing. I sub to try and block the Will-O-Wisp, which I do. Now I have bulk up. I'm gonna bulk up again. I'm trying to get to +2, I think, to knock this thing out. I'm really hoping this thing doesn't have haze. If it has haze, great. This whole prep sucked and it was a waste. So I'm gonna bulk up again. I died to the Scald, so I have to, and I'm trying to get to a substitute here as we are a Sub-Salic bulk up power trip Crocodile. And I'm like, alright, unless he is 252 HP, 252 defense, bold, I knock this thing out, right? Or it's even a roll in my favor, I think. Oh crap, let's click the wrong button. Let me pull the calc up real quick. I do believe I was adamant. I know I don't have the sets still anymore, but let's see. I'll just do this real fast. We are +2, I think adamant, +1 speed. Power trip. Okay, no, it was way. If he was max, it was in his favor. Way in his favor. I take that back. We have a 12% chance of knocking him out here. But I was just hoping he was not max. But as you'll see here, max. As he lives on 5%, I was like, oh my god, I could have just swept if this thing wasn't max. I just win. There's nothing he can do to stop me if I just go from there. I Seed Bomb trying to knock that thing out, which he makes a really good switch in here. I don't have much for this, so I'm okay just trying not to get burnt as he volt switches and crits me, which it doesn't really matter. This thing was really here just to rapid spin. It's his main thing, because if Cutie Fly brought rapid spin or webs, I was screwed. I have a very weird Clefable set too. I have a no attacks Clefable. It's just to get Stealth Rocks up and Wish Pass if I can. This is my only real Dragology switch in, and he gets the Spadef drop on the Shadow Ball, and I'm like, oh my god, dude. So I'm gonna go straight into Morpeko, hoping that he clicks that again. He gets the Scald off, no burn. I'm like, oh sick. I can do a ton of damage to this thing with a Whirl Wheel. 60% is massive. 60% is massive. Like, oh my god, it's massive. So now I have a free Fake Out here. Fake Out or Return if I want to. I didn't click Fake Out because I thought he might have Rocky Helmet on something, like maybe the Rotom Heat. And at this point, I just have to start firing attacks off on this thing. I knew he was probably going to be a Screen Snarl, and so I was just trying to get damage, because I think Close Combat had like a somewhat chance to kill there if he wasn't Screens. And the Spirit Break dropping our special attack doesn't really matter to me at this point. I just really needed the Toxic off on this Kenmore here, and I can probably win the game. That's all I needed, but I did not make the play there. I'm going to go ahead and take this Overheat into my Clefable. And I do believe I get a Wish up here, as I am able to live the Volt Switch. Yeah, I do get the Wish up. I do not have Wish Protect, so I'm going to go try back into our Bronzong. Right here is, I think, where he finds out, oh crap, he's heat proof. I didn't think he'd bring Earthquake on anything. And this is where I land the perfect Toxic. I have to have that Toxic on this Rotom Heat to beat this thing later in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and sack off our Clefable. I was kind of hoping he would just overheat there. But this does rack up more toxic damage for us, so it's a win-win. And he does on the Volt Switch kill us, which just gives us the switch in. We'll go straight into our Noivern here and fire off a Hurricane, as I don't think Draco knocked it out. Now I don't click Draco here because I was wide lens. I had like a 77% chance of landing that Hurricane. If I click Draco, it gives him a free switch into like Grimmsnarl or anything like that, or Caparajah, so I didn't want to click it. And then I miss. I have a 77% chance to land and I miss. And I'm like, this is the whole point that I brought wide lens. This is just so annoying. But that's what happens. And so now I gotta pick up another kill with our Mega Lopunny, which is my most favorite, or second favorite Mega to use here recently. Like it's very close to Mega Metacham for me. I am able to fire off a close combat on this thing and about knock it out. Now I'm predicting a Thunder Wave here, which he switches out. And I'm like, oh well. I think if I just get an Iron Defense up, I can just win this game. I won't die to the knockoff on Mega Gallade. I can live hits from this thing's overheat because I am heat proof. And I'm like, oh, that body press did 0. But I'm looking at the heat proof damage, and it's not all that much. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna start Iron Defensing up in the front of this thing, because if he overheats, he's gonna make it to where he can't kill me with the next one unless he crits. And I do believe I Iron Defense again just to make sure. And then he is going to die to Toxic this turn, so I don't care if he Will-O-Wisps me. I am going to just rest, and once I wake up from my rest, there's nothing that he can do to beat this Bronzong. Bronzong just picks up the last 3 kills here. Well, no, sorry. Clefable gets that kill because of the rocks, but he picks up the last 4 kills. The knockoff does about 4 damage. Basically nothing. I think if crits at this point won't kill me either. But thank God we wake up and we are able to getting that damage actually puts us in the range of winning, because Lopunny would be able to come in and pick up the last 2 kills regardless. As this thing does not eat a close combat. This is the first week we brought a close combat actually. I forgot it was a thing in the DLC. Anyways, we do pick up another win, and I think, where does that put our Mega Lopunny right now? Let's see, we're in this. No, I don't care about the standings. I need to know how many kills Mega Lopunny does. Even though we got this win, we are still 7 points behind. Wait, what? That's not right. We are still 7 points behind number 1 in our division, which is crazy. I just clicked on my team name and it brought me to someone else's team, so that's interesting. Give me just a second. Mega Lopunny is now 14-2. 14-2. It is dominating our team here. The next nearest thing is Bronzong at 7-3. Nothing else really even has that positive of a KD except for Artuno Raboot. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed this so far, please drop a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you guys next week. Peace out.